Hey guys, I'm Lori and welcome to class. Today I have a class specifically for anyone suffering from vertigo. So grab your props and meet me on the mat. Hey guys, so get in any comfortable seated position using any props that will make you feel comfortable. And we're going to do a little bit of breath work. So we'll start with the alternate nostril breathing technique known as Nadi Shodhana. It's a great way to balance the two hemispheres of the brain and also to clear the energetic systems in the body. So we're going to get started. We'll start with the right hand. You want to curl down your index and your middle finger. Place your thumb on your right nostril, and you're going to be using your ring finger on your right hand to close up the left nostril when we get there. So we'll start with the thumb on the right nostril, and you can close your eyes. Take a nice big inhale through the left nostril. Close up both on the top of the breath. And then open up the right nostril and exhale. And then again through the right nostril, inhale. At the top of the breath, close both nostrils and hold. Open the left nostril, exhale. Again, inhale through the left nostril. At the top of the breath, close both and hold. Open the right nostril, exhale. Inhale through the right. Close up both and hold. Open the left exhale. Inhale through the left. Close and hold. Open the right exhale. Just one more time. Through the right inhale. Close and hold. Open the left exhale. And release the hands. If you weren't seated on your mat long ways, we're just going to slowly turn, straighten the legs out. We're going to fold over our straight legs. So take a nice big inhale to lengthen through the spine. And here you can remain seated on any props that might help you. Take a nice big inhale and then exhale, just slowly start to walk the hands forward, keeping the hips upright or slightly forward, and just fold. Couple breaths here. Allow the head to slowly drop. Take nice steady breaths here, slowing everything down. No sudden movements. Just one more inhale. And with your exhale, slowly starting to come back up to seated. Take it nice and slow. So if you suffer from vertigo, you don't want to take sudden movements. moving nice and slow, keeping the breath steady. We're going to slowly start to bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together. Again, sit up nice and tall, pressing the feet together, and just allow the weight of the legs to open up the hips and feel the stretch through the groin and through the hamstrings and the hips. And so you can stay here, sitting up nice and tall, getting shoulders over hips, or again, you can start to fold forward. And just taking it nice and slow, maybe walking the hands forward. But wherever you're going, however far you go, you want to start to drop the head, nice and slow. Let the movements and the breath together be slow and steady. There's no rushing. We'll give it one more inhale. And exhale again slowly, coming back up to seated. From here we're going to come, bring the hands to the outside of your knees. Bring the legs together, crisscross, and slowly coming into tabletop. And then once in tabletop, maybe step the right foot right outside your right hand. Drawing the knees forward. Or drawing the hips forward. I'm sorry. Drawing the right knee forward, hips forward, just so that you're not directly over your left knee, but your hip is in front of your left knee. Just for a couple breaths, you want to stretch out the front of your left hip. Again, everything is taken nice and slow. Maybe keeping the eyes closed, maybe just looking down, staying focused on just one thing. One more inhale. And exhale slowly, coming back, drawing the hips back. We're going to set up our pigeon on the right side. So slowly start to draw that right heel in. And then we're going to lower the outer edge of your right shin down to the mat. Reach the left leg back. And slowly lower down to the forearms. And again, you can use props underneath your belly if it'll feel nice to have like a pillow underneath your belly. Just rest the weight of your body on the pillow. You can stay on your forearms or you can rest all the way down. Just for a couple breaths here. So we certainly don't want to move fast and aggravate the situation of vertigo, but take everything nice and slow. Really keeping focus on a steady, slow, controlled breath practice. Deep inhales and exhales. One more inhale. And exhale, we'll slowly lift back up onto the palms. And however you get back into tabletop, drawing the right leg back and the left leg slightly forward. And then from tabletop, we'll take our left foot and step it right outside your left hand. And then walking the hands forward as you draw the hips forward and the left knee forward to get a nice stretch in the front of your right hip. And again, taking it nice and slow. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly start to walk the hands back, drawing the hips back, and then setting up your pigeon pose, start to draw the left leg back so that the heel is about underneath the groin. Lower the outer edge of the left shin down to the mat and then reach the right leg back. So again, using any props that'll make you comfortable. Settling into your pose, nice and slow and steady. Two more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly start to walk the hands back. This time we're going to roll to the outer edge of your left hip. Swing the right leg around. We're going to roll back onto our backs. Bringing our thighs in towards our bellies, wrapping our arms around our shins. Maybe rolling a little left and a little right, just enough to massage your back, but maybe not so much to put movement into your head so that you're not turning left and right. You're going to lower your feet to the mat so that your heels are just in reach of your fingertips. We're going to set up a bridge pose. So with your next inhale, you'll lift your hips. And this doesn't have to be the biggest bridge that you've ever done. We're just looking to get the hips up. Maybe even creating a straight line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. Drawing the thighs in towards one another. Pressing into the feet, into the heels and the balls of the toes to really get some engagement into the glutes and the hamstrings. Slow, steady, controlled breath. Two more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly lower it back down to the mat. And our next pose is we're going to bring our legs up into the air so that the ankles are over our hips. So if you really don't want to move too much more, you can stay here. If you want to go into full plow, you're going to start to lift the legs up over the head. Use the hands on the backs of your hips, reaching your toes overhead towards the floor. Keeping with steady, controlled breath here. Always just keeping the gaze between your thighs
or keeping the eyes closed. Two more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale slowly, lowering your spine back down to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Then bend your knees, bringing the soles of the feet to the mat, arms out to the T, keeping your gaze straight up. Just allow the legs to reach over to the right for just a simple, small little twist. One more inhale. Exhale, legs back to center. And then let the legs reach over to the left. Keep your gaze straight up. One more inhale. Exhale, bringing the legs back to center and setting up for your Shavasana. So let the legs go straight. Allow the body to just feel as if it's melting into your mat, giving yourself just a few more moments here in your own normal breathing pattern. So give up any breathing practice and allow your breath to come back to normal. Try to stay in your Shavasana for a couple more minutes, enjoying this time and taking any movements out of Shavasana nice and slow. I hope you enjoyed the class. It helps you throughout your day. Peace. Namaste.